are concluded for today unless, where's our brother Shane? Yeah. Oh, someone dropped a key?
There's a kryptonite key for something, I don't know what it is.
Oh, I'll take it. Thank you. I'll share it. There's someone who dropped a key and it has a little bit, a kryptonite key. Sounds dangerous. If this is your key, I'll just keep it in my, I would say my pocket, but I don't have pockets today. Thank you for coming here, participating in speaking your voice by your presence. Please watch the news today. Please call your representative. If you don't know who that is, you can go to capital.hawaii.gov and you can find your representative and just give them a call and say, I need a call back. Let's have a conversation. Okay? Brother Elijah, did you want to close us out? His beloved is going to go get him. You hear the voice of your beloved better than others, right?
Want to go up here?
Aloha, you want to close us out?
Is there anybody who has any words who want to speak and to just give an update? So like things in the caucus could take a half an hour. It could take 3 hours. It could take as long as they particularly want to speak of all the bills being presented on the floor. So our goal, hopefully, is that there's a person who's like an intermediary who is going inside and going outside just to have updates. Because if it's come to the floor again, I think it's a good idea for everybody who's still here to also head inside again. Yeah, just to hold the space of presence. But I just want to open up the floor and to the mic with anybody that wants to say anything. Is there any moms, any dads who feel inspired to actually speak on behalf of this and their experience in home birth and our whole path and movement here? Anybody? Everybody please put your hands together for Brother Brandon Ahupua.
Thank you, Pastor Beck, for volunteering me to come and share a few words. I just want to encourage you all to just continue on with the fight. A personal story for my wife and I. This is my wife, Ka'u, over here. And our firstborn was born in the hospital, not the most ideal birth, lots of complications, which led us to seeking alternative options for our second birth. That's where we met some midwives and whatnot. We got to have a beautiful birth at home, and now we're expecting our third baby. And so this is really big to us that we can continue to have the option to have our baby at home with the midwife and anyone that would like to be there to assist us with our birth. So thank you all for the fight. This affects all of us, especially for my family and also how it's all of you.
Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Anybody else feel inspired? Oh, it's time for Uncle Rico to actually give us a little bit of Mele Hawai'i. Over here, Uncle. Hello, man. Everybody please put your hands together for the one and only Rico Martin. Stand.
Is Laulani around, or she must be on doing some spotting down there? Let us know if you're trying to make a fast break or something like that. I'll call her. Yeah, see, she'll probably enjoy singing with me. Oh, you can run, but you can't hide behind the pillars of genocide. You can lock me in the prison walls and kick me out into the streets and halls. Whatever happened to the sacred trust? Did they forget about us and our aspirations for self-determination lie in the dust? Oh, tell me, what have I done wrong? Why can't we get along? What is the cause, the loss of love? What is the cause? Oh, tell me, why won't they leave us alone? Is it the shame of what's been done? Why do they do it? They can't refuse it and under the gun. You can run, but you can't hide behind the pillars of genocide. You can lock me in the prison walls, be out into the streets and fall. Whatever happened to the sacred trust? They forget about us and our aspirations for self-determination. Violent victors like a little running out of time.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
Just like the rainbow, you can't hide behind the pillars of genocide. Lock me in the prison walls, beyond the streets and halls. Whatever happened to secret trust? They forget and our aspiration for self-determination lie in
My husband, he planned a date for us.
the solidarity for people in Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Okay, they're back. That's all I had to say. They came back. Okay, yeah. Okay. Thank you, thank yourselves. right? If you're gonna do the right thing at the right time. We'll take it.
The news in the next 30 seconds.
Are you busy for a second? Could you see if my live is lagging in the sound? I mean, I'll go get someone to watch it. Maybe if she's free, she can. Could you? I'm going live now. Could you check the Home Birth Collective?
If you
to
guys
see
are
if
ready
I'm
to head
live?
back in, let's go back
See
in.
if the sound is lagging. Okay, is it sound lagging when you're singing? No idea. I need to know.
How do I do it?
I don't know. How do they play it? Like go like that?
I gotta switch my phone.
Oh. You don't know how to go back. Okay, maybe I could record you.
Did you see the cheese fridge? Oh, there's me.
Okay, we're gonna check if we're. Just tell them we're going live, and then we'll see. We'll see if
we're
play.
going live.
I just need to see if the lip sync.
Okay. So you want me to speak?
Yeah, just
Right now?
Yeah,
We are going live.
we're live.
We're live.
Yeah, okay. We're just checking our lip syncing.
We're checking our lip syncing.
Try check now.
It's gonna show up.
Yeah, tell me when.
Oh, people really want to go back in.
Yeah, you gotta herd them in. So we're live now. Okay, listen to your sound.
Hear you. Oh no, it's off.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just tell them, but bear with us. We're going. It's a little off.
Hi, bear with us. It's a little off with the legging, but thanks for joining.
members of the House, please be seated. The House comes to order. Members were led in the file. Members of the House.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt standing committee report numbers 739-24 through 759-24 as listed on pages 1 through 6, and that the accompanying House bills as may be amended pass second reading and be placed on the calendar for third reading.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
In opposition. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. HPP 1660. Like I mentioned before, it is consistent with our more native Hawaiians who are living on Honolulu's continent and current dwelling, specifically because of stuff like this. Increasing taxes. Our economy right now, cost of living right now, here we are increasing taxes. It's very unfortunate, and I don't know how we continue voting yes on tax increases.
In opposition. This bill, as the former representative mentioned, will increase taxes, specifically capital gains taxes for residents. That's not a good thing. This will de-incentivize investors, and a lot of our elders rely on capital gains for their income. So,
No. Reservations.
purpose of order. No. Discussion on 741.
Mr. Speaker, on 740. Mr. Speaker, fiscal austerity harms working families. Is support, strong support, please. As I was saying, fiscal austerity harms working families. This year, we've heard many concerns about our state budget. The Maui wildfires have taken a toll on our fiscal surplus. The Department of Budget and Finance has even proposed across-the-board budget cuts of 10 to 15% for every state agency, which would be a devastating blow for public services. We cannot cut our way back to prosperity. Hawaii saddles low-income neighbors with a heavy state and local tax burden. On average, the lowest income 20% of taxpayers face a state and local tax rate that's nearly 60% higher than the top 1% of households. Hawaii is also one of only 9 states that taxes all capital gains. These are profits from the sales of stocks, bonds, investment properties, art, and antiques at a lower rate than ordinary income. This tax loophole almost entirely benefits high-income taxpayers, including non-residents who profit from investing in local real estate. Some taxes, not all, should be raised. If Hawaii were to tax capital gains at the same rate as ordinary income, we would bring in between $130 million to $180 million per year. This is according to our State Department of Taxation, 97% of which would be paid by the top 5% of income earners in our state. The bottom 80, that's most working families, that's almost every single person on the board, would pay nothing at all. For those who earn more than $400,000 per year, long-term capital gains constitute about 1/3 of the total taxable income for residents and nearly half for non-residents. As Hawaii Children's Action Network pointed out in their testimony, long-term capital gains constitutes 4.5% of total taxable income in the state. That's nearly $7 billion. We need this revenue to fund our future. So rather than cutting essential services and positions, let's close the tax loopholes that benefit the most economically privileged at the expense of everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Reservations.
Speaking in opposition, brief comment, given the former comment of the representative,
Part of our problem, Mr. Speaker, is that we don't grow a pie. We have a pie that's so small that this here from the big item, I would be continuing class warfare type of comment, and it's not good for the government, because our responsibility is to provide for all people, not taking what we want to give to each other. We've got to be fair, of course, but we've got to get an economy that works for all people. It doesn't do that. Mr. Speaker, I think we're doing what we do.
So further discussion occurs on 741, 742, 743, that's good, 743,
743 resolutions.
to the vote, resolutions, so further discussion. Next page, 744, 745, 746, 747, Representative Garcia.
With reservations and brief comment, please proceed. Thank you. I want to commend the governor for engaging in some kind of tax cuts, even though it's temporary. My with reservations is it doesn't go far enough.
Okay, next page, 748, 749, 750, Representative Seaboard.
No vote.
So, further discussion. Representative Wall.
No vote.
Russo.
Same request.
Representative Boyd.
No.
Representative Malaki.
Thank you. With reservations.
Further discussion. Not 751. Representative Wall.
No vote.
Sorry. Representative Seaboard.
Same request.
Representative Russo.
Same request.
Further discussion. Representative Boyd.
No vote.
Representative Wall.
Reservations.
Next page, 752, 753, Representative Ward.
Speaker, I rise in opposition, strong opposition. This is the stadium bill that shifts the Hawai'i Valley to Manoa. And Mr. Speaker, we know that all bills should be logical, should be factual, should be scientific, should be based upon good reasoning, not for short, but also long range. This is a very short bill, myopic bill. And not only am I opposed to it, so is DBIT, so is DAG, so is the state recording, and the unkindest of all, the most important one is the UH doesn't want it. We're pushing this bill is pushing the stadium authority, instead of being where it is now, back to control. Mr. Speaker, that, because of the construction obligations and costs us an arm away, and wasted billions of dollars in state funding for actions that are already being taken. UH admits that he doesn't know how to build stadiums. In fact, they say the only thing we need is a place to play football. And they don't make any money because their stadium is going to be smaller. And if you look at how the stadium at Ahupua made money, it was because of concerts. We don't have a juggernaut of a football team that's going to attract a lot of people to be able to get money. We've got concerts and we bring people in. The challenge is, if we want to do what seems very illogical and against the will of the university itself, or do what is the right thing, continue with what we're doing instead of switching horses in the university scheme. The bottom line, Mr. Speaker, why are we forcing this down UH's throat? I'd love to hear the sponsor's reason why this is financially viable, as well as strategically objective. Thank you, Speaker.
Representative Powell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No vote.
Representative Russo.
Same request, and with a brief comment.
Please proceed.
So I think that in light of our current fiscal situation, it's exactly this kind of project that I think we should consider imposing a moratorium on. Not just the transfer to UH, but also the stadium project writ large. And I think that we should go through all of our projects and identify those projects that can be paused while we deal with the fiscal situation from the non-wildfires. And that is what I am voting on.
Representative
No vote.
Any discussion? Representative Garcia. Representative
No vote.
Representative
Same request.
Representative Chico.
The reservations. Reservations, please. Reservations.
Further discussion, what is the vote? With reservations. Responsible. No vote.
Reservations, please.
Further discussion, what is the margin?
Reservations, please.
754, 755, next page 756, 757, 758, 759. Any discussion? If not, is it a voice vote? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. The motion is carried. Members on page 7, we have a motion to suspend the rules. Representative Morikawa.
Mrs. Speaker, I move to suspend the rules of council to consider certain hospitals of third reading by consent calendar.
Representative Garcia.
Speaker, second.
All those in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion is carried. Representative Ahupua.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt standing committee report numbers 760-24 through 813-24 as listed on pages 7 through 19, and that the accompanying house bills pass third reading.
Representative Morikawa.
Mrs. Speaker, I second the motion.
Any discussion on SDR 760? Representative Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Support. Thank you. I want to commend the Chair of Education Committee for amending the bill. And this is a similar bill to one that came across with this floor 2 years ago. Also, 1125, which was a raising of parents. And it was regarding harassment of educational workers, and the word was used in there, annoying. If someone was annoying, that would be considered harassment. I thank the Chair for removing the word annoying and taking the amendments from the rules of order.
Okay, 761, 762, 763. Representative
Opposition.
Please proceed.
This bill would basically use the taxpayer money of people around the state of Hawaii to pay for the breakfasts and the lunches for all students in the Department of Education. Currently, those with financial needs get breakfast or lunch. This bill would give it to everybody. Currently, in the state of Hawaii, we're ranked number 17 with regards to a state budget aligning funds for the Department of Education. I believe that comes out to be about $18,000 per student. So I think there's a lot of funds already for this. I don't think we should give more funds to this. Thank you.
Okay, further Representative Tom.
Thank you for the support. I just wanted to note that currently a very large percentage of students already receive free reduced lunch. My daughter benefits from this, even though we would not personally qualify, because a certain percentage of students at our school do qualify. She therefore does qualify. So it is an anti-class warfare bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In strong support, can I adopt the words of the representative from Hilo? I would also just like to say that students can't learn if they're hungry, and this bill puts us out.
In support, I would also like to adopt the words of the Chair of Transportation.
Thank you. In strong support, same request.
In strong support, same request.
Opposition. Someone who was raised in, as I said before, in this category that qualifies for free breakfast and school lunch, I'm opposing this bill because parents need to learn how to parent. I'm not saying this in a sarcastic way, it's the truth. For children who are in families that don't meet a certain income limit or criteria, they already qualify for free school lunch. So kids who are hungry, who can't afford it, like me growing up, we qualify for free school lunch. And we already have those programs for families who need it. So this is just free food for everyone. Not a good idea, no.
Mr. Speaker, in strong support. This measure aims to protect all those who can't necessarily fulfill their student account. So too often, and especially during committee, we heard from several dozen students who shared with us that this is their only meal of the day. They often get turned away at the lunch line for simply not having money in their school lunch account. So So no child should have to be hungry, and for many of them, whether it's a lapse or their parents forget, or because some of these kids actually even have to take on jobs, this will help, fulfill their educational requirement and help them, as mentioned, it is their only neighborhood. So for these reasons, I'm just
Is there further discussion? Proposal Gates. In strong support, please proceed. May I adopt the words of the transportation chairs as they were known? So ordered. Just brief comment, with our high cost of living, our residents deserve everything. How?
Thank you, Speaker. In strong support, I would like to please adopt the words of the transportation chairs that they were my own. Also, I'd like to say this bill is really a unifier that removes the stigma that many students face when they get to the lunch line and they're told that they cannot have lunch. Yet they have to sit in the cafeteria with all the other students who are. Thank you.
Further discussion, members of the board.
Thank you, Speaker. Between with reservations and support. And because of this, because I think this has been a drawing up that DOE themselves has been responsible for this, regardless of the economic arguments that we heard on before. We heard in our testimony in the Finance Committee that if you are a student who doesn't qualify or your account has gone down, you are personally, publicly, and openly yanked out of the line. I said to the DOE, don't you have to pre-screening before you get to the cashier that you can save face a little bit for these people? So I see entirely the motivation for this. Why are they doing that? Because they don't have a system which uses leadership and management rather than the economics in which we created various poverty concession. So I say part of this bill is DOE's doing, and because they're not doing their job in terms of managing and leading, they should never have students belittled in front of a cashier because they can't afford it. When kids want to wear female shirts and Chanel and all of the other kinds of name recognition stuff, being turned down at a lunch line is totally unacceptable. I would think DOE should be a little bit more sensitive to it. Thank you.
Further discussion, members? Good thing. Recess of recess.
With reservations.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know if time we go back to SCR 769-2.
771 or 771. Person Kilo 761.
Mr. Speaker, strong support. This bill has the intention to possibly address and ratify our school bus shortage. School bus driver shortage epidemic right now. As a school bus driver, you're assigned one school bus route and you're expected to complete that in a period of 2.5 hours. As we look through across the state, we're talking about traffic issues. The idea to stagger school bus or stagger our school schedules may have a larger impact, not just on school bus drivers, but on communities as well. If we can move to a staggered school bus schedule, it will also address the needs that older students need a little bit more rest to be qualified to receive the education that they're getting. But ultimately, if we can keep our school bus drivers on the road for just an hour or two more, their jobs now become competitive, and we may be able to address the school bus shortage. So for those reasons, I stand in support.
Is there further discussion on 769? None. 772. Next page 773. 774. 775. Representative Burke.
In opposition,
Proceed.
this would provide scholarships for the unmet needs of qualified students at any four-year University of Hawaii campus who met certain criteria. In other words, free college. So people all across the state of Hawaii, they work hard, maybe with non-college jobs. Their tax-earned money would go towards students going to college. We can increase economic mobility without university education. There's lots of people who do really well without a college degree. I don't think non-college degree people should be taxed for someone else's college.
Resolutions. Any discussion? If not, 776. Next page, 777, 778, 779, 780. Representative
No.
Representative Garcia. Resolutions. Next page, 781. Representative
No.
782, 783, 784. Next page, 785, 786, 787, 788, 789. Next page, 790, 791, 792, 793. Next page, 794, 795, 796, 797. Next page, Brooks O'Brien. 797, no vote, this is order. Next page, 798, 799, 7. Representative.
Sorry, requesting a ruling on potential conflict of interest. Thank you, Speaker. My sister owns and operates an autism clinic and employs behavioral analysts.
Right, the chair's ruling is that there is no conflict, because this legislation applies to a class of individuals and entities. The ruling is in effect from Sunday.
Thank you.
Further discussion? If not, SCR 800, 801. Next page, 802, 803, 804, 805.
Mr. Speaker, in strong support.
Please proceed.
Wanted to thank the introducer for this. Just wanted to share that one of the highlights over the 5-day recess was the opportunity for me to be able to, along with members from the Corrections Committee, to visit WELLBEING Correctional Facility in my district, which is minimum security that focuses specifically on re-entry and rehabilitation programs. So I've personally seen the success. It was quite a sight to see incarcerated members in a room going through therapy and then also talking about their feelings. So it's one way for us to really, one way to reduce our prison population is to look at how we can reduce our recidivism rates.
Okay, so further discussion? If not, next page, 806, 807, 808, 809. Next page, 810, 811, 812, 813. Any discussion on this measure or any other measures? If not, take the vote. Representative Moku.
Mr. Speaker, the motion before us, all majority members vote aye.
Representative Moku. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Measures before us, all minority members vote aye with the exception of the following. On page 7, SCR 763-24, HB 1775, House Draft 1, Representative Garcia, Parent, vote no. Page 9, SCR 770-24, HB 2402, House Draft 1, Parent, votes no. Page 10, SCR 775-24, House Bill 1535, House Draft 1, Parent, votes no. SCR 776-24, House Bill 1677, House Draft 1, Garcia, votes no. Page 11, SCR 780-24, HB 2114, House Draft 1, Parent, votes no. Page 12, SCR 781-24, HB 2359, House Draft 2, Parent, votes no. SCR 784-24, House Bill 2501, House Draft 1, Garcia, votes no.